Hi you guys, what is up? It's your girl Karen, aka Cake with Big Kate, and welcome back to my channel. Today marks the start of a brand new series on my YouTube channel. We are rating every single holiday gift set that is sold in Sephora. That's kind of crazy, yeah, I know. This all started when Sephora was gracious enough to send me almost all of their holiday kits. I had this amazing idea to rate all of these kits and tell you whether or not I think they're worth it and rate them, and for some reason, I just couldn't get into the swing of filming. I just kept on running into issues, and usually whenever I run into issues when I film, I try and turn it around and try to view it from the perspective of, okay, well, that just means that I can refilm and make it better. And then my dumbass was like, oh, well, what if I just rate every single gift set that's sold in Sephora, not knowing how many gift sets are actually sold in Sephora. But by then, I was already in too deep and I had poured too much work in it, and now I just have to see it through because I'm an Aries and I'm stubborn. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the disclaimers. I have to set some ground rules, okay, before people come for my neck. Obviously, these ratings are going to be based off of my opinions and my preferences. So for reference, I am definitely a full glam girly, if you couldn't tell. And I have oily combination skin, so what works for me might not work for you and vice versa. I'm gonna try my best to look through the lens of the products and also the amount of savings that you're gonna get in each kit, because that is a big part of why these kits exist and why people buy them. I'm also only going to be rating the kits that have the new and limited edition sticker on Sephora.com. Some of these may be online only. I'm also going to be rating these by brand and by category. As you probably know, a lot of these brands have multiple categories like makeup and skincare, or makeup, skincare, and fragrance. So I'm going to be breaking it up by those specific categories. If I'm going through a brand and you notice that I don't talk about a specific kit, most likely it's going to be in another video down the line. This is going to be a very, very long series. I'm gonna try and crank it out as fast as possible. We are starting off with makeup today. Makeup is probably going to be at least a 4-part series. So let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna rate some of these Sephora Favorites kits first. These are some of the most popular because it has multiple brands in one. First up is the Lash Stash To Go. This retails for $29 and you get 5 samples of very popular mascaras. Personally, I have tried the Benefit Roller Lash, the Tarte Tubing Mascara, the YSL Lash Clash, the Lancome Idol Flutter Extensions Mascara, but I have not tried the Charlotte Tilbury Exagger Eyes Mascara. Out of the 4 that I've tried, I really like 3 of them, and those are the Benefit, the Tarte, and the Lancome. I'm whatever about YSL Lash Clash, although I know that it is a cult favorite. It's just not for me. I'm not a huge fan of the wand. Now the reason why this is a 5 for me, and I'm rating everything from 1 to 5, 5 being the best, is because this retails for $29 and you also get a voucher for a full size mascara. So after you try these 5 samples, you can take the voucher that's in here and redeem a full size, which is around the same price. Each of these mascaras is within the $29 ballpark, so definitely worth it. Great gift, great stocking stuffer. That's why she gets a 5. Next up is the Glitz and Glam Holiday Kit. You get some variety in here, but it's mostly makeup. There are 2 full sizes in here, the Danessa Myricks Color Fix Foil and the Glossier Boy Brow. I'm also counting this as a full size, even though lashes are 1 size only. You also get a really nice variety in this kit, which is one of the biggest selling points in my opinion. There's something for fragrance, there's something for hair, and you can almost do a full face of makeup with stuff in this kit. I love the full sizes in this kit, not to mention the Kosas powder is also really good. Anything from Color Wow is amazing. The Pat McGrath lip pencil is really good, and I think I mentioned this before, but I am wearing some of these lashes today. They are no glue needed lashes, which is such a conundrum to me, but I love them. This one is $49. You also get this really nice plush pouch. The only thing about this one is that some of the shades to me aren't up my alley per se. Like there's a red lipstick, there's a red blush. Personally, I don't reach for those types of tones, but she is still getting a 4. Next up is the Holiday Lip Kit. This is going to be amazing if you are a lippy connoisseur. For $52, you get 10 products, 4 of which are full sizes. They are the Say Lip Liner, the Huda Beauty Faux Filler Gloss, the Kosas Wet Lip Oil, and then this Dr. Jart Lip Mask. I'm actually wearing the Huda Beauty gloss today, and historically I haven't been a fan of the Catan sisters. There's no specific reason, I just am not. But I gave in. Curiosity killed the cat. And she's nice, unfortunately. However, I still am gonna give this kit a 3. I think it's a good kit, don't get me wrong. It's just not leaping out at me. It's not a woo. Let me know if you guys want me to explain the lore of why I do the woo. But anyways, back to this kit. I don't know, some of these brands I don't really gravitate towards, so I think that's my reasoning. Dr. Jart is one of the brands that I don't really use, and one of the full size is from Dr. Jart. And Tarte, Clarins, I also don't really use those brands. Also not the biggest fan of the Kosas wet lip oil, so that's another reason as to why I'm kind of leaning away from this kit. However, the savings on this kit, this is a $148 value for 52 doll hairs. So if you're a lip connoisseur, again, this is the kit for you. However, it's not the kit for me. And that's fine. That's all fine and dandy. All right, next up we have the Cozy and Clean set. I have mixed feelings about clean beauty and the marketing around clean beauty. It's not regulated, it's purely marketing. Every brand has their own guidelines as to what clean is, and while Sephora, yes, does have their overarching guidelines, still, it's not regulated. So that caveat aside, let's talk about this kit. $54 for 9 products, 3 of which are full sizes. The full sizes are the Haus Labs mascara, the Kulfi lip oil, which is new, and the Merit lip oil. I've tried the Merit lip oil, it's okay. Out of the other products, I have tried the Kosas Dream Beam SPF. This is a really dewy and hydrating SPF, definitely for my more dry girlies. The Milk Hydro Grip Primer, I'm resisting the cold. I don't like this primer. It pills on me, it separates. Ugh. I do, however, love the Tower 28 SOS spray. It's hypochlorous acid, amazing, amazing for post-workouts. Ilia Lip Sketch, love that one as well. And the Glow Recipe Dewy Flush, not really a big fan of that one. Again, I'm a full glam girl. This one is very much light wash of color, and it's also more catered to my drier girlies. Again, oily combination skin, not for me. Overall, this kit is definitely geared more towards my dry skin girlies. Oily skin girlies, beware. But I am really curious about this Luna Daily spray. It's like a spray to wipe cleansing situation, but the retail value is insane. That's $158, so she's getting a 3. Now this one, this is the Holiday Must-Haves kit. This retails for $69. And the retail value is $229, which is so insane. 14 products and 4 of them are full sizes. Those include a Touchland hand sanitizer. You guys know that I unironically love these. I cannot get enough of them. They're so good. They're not drying whatsoever. Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream, which if you know, you know. I'm pretty sure that's like half of why this weighs so heavily. Glossier StrawberryBomb.com. And then the last one is a Rare Beauty eyeshadow stick, which they're okay. I was looking for that last full size for a long ass time. Some other products that have honorable mention for me in here are the Kerastase Oil, Ilia Mascara Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. I have it in my brows today. The Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm. And the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Bum Bum Cream. Amazing. There's some variety in here, but this is mostly makeup. And like the last 3 kits that I showed, this one also comes with a nice pouch. I'm gonna rate her a 4. I will be rating the rest of the Sephora Favorites kits in the other parts, so stay tuned for that. But for now, let's move on. Rare Beauty. I feel like Rare Beauty is one of the only brands that comes out with sets that I actually want to buy. She has 2 that are centered around makeup. The first one is the Soft Pinch Lip and Cheek Trio set. Now, unfortunately, I don't have all of the holiday kits in my hands for these videos because that would truly be crazy. One step above the crazy that I'm already exhibiting. But luckily for you, I do already have a lot of these products that are in these kits. Let's talk about this guy. This is the Matte Bouncy Blush in the shade Worth. All 3 products in this kit are the same shade. This is one of the most interesting blushes that I have ever tried. This formula feels kind of like a putty cream hybrid, but when you apply it to the face, it dries down into a powder. It is seriously one of the most blurring blushes I have ever used, and they are so long lasting. I tried these when I went to the Beyonce Cowboy Carter tour, and it lasted well over 8 hours. I was dancing, I was sweating, and it still looked amazing by the end of the night. The other 2 products in here are minis, and one of them is the Soft Pinch Liquid Blush, again in the shade Worth. If you know, you know. These are cult favorites for a reason. This shade is also just so stunning. I do have the full size here, but again, the one in the kit comes as a mini along with the tinted lip oil. Now, yeah, I've tried them. I would describe these more as a lip stain than a lip oil. The texture is really interesting though. It has almost like an oil jelly consistency. You would think with all of these shades that I would have Worth to swatch for you. But Worth, I'm pretty sure, is a shade that's exclusive to their kits. It's not in the regular lineup of their lip oils. I literally have all the shades in my hands. If you were to buy all these products separately, it would be $56, but the kit is $36, and in my opinion, that is well worth it considering how good the formulas are and how long these formulas last you. The reason why the soft pinch blushes have gone so viral is because they are so pigmented. Like, everyone jokes about how their grandchildren are going to be using their Rare Beauty soft pinch blushes. This kit's getting a 5. Now their second kit, you guys already know. You know how much I talk about this damn eyebrow gel. This stuff is my holy grail. I want a bigger size. I've gone through countless tubes. I'm not even sure how many that I've gone through. I just went through one like 2 days ago. I have this one in my hands and I'm looking at 2 more right now in my stockpile because it's just that good. In this kit, you get a full size of this brow gel. It has a beautiful texture. It's whipped, it has a flexible hold, it is a very strong hold, which y'all know is the #1 thing that I look for in a brow gel. It's so good. I cannot get enough of it. I'm probably going to be using this until the day I leave this earth, unless a better one comes out, but I highly doubt that's going to be the case. You also get a mini of the Rare mascara. I don't have a mini. I got a full size. Although I'm pretty sure the wands are the same. This isn't my favorite one, but it's not horrible either. I actually very much enjoy this formula. I'm not saying I like it more than my Judy Doll mascara, but it's pretty dang good. Now the savings on this kit aren't the best. This retails for $23 and it is a $36 value. The savings are still there. However, despite it not being that much, I'm still giving it a 5 just because this damn brow gel is so freaking good. The mascara is too, but this really is the winner. All right, we're talking all about Fenty's makeup kits. Fenty, I got a bone to pick with you because why do y'all have so many damn holiday sets? You have 6 just in the makeup category. Actually, I'm gonna do it like this because you don't deserve a thumbs up. All right, first up is the Lined and Luminized 2-piece lip kit. Now, I don't have these specific shades in this kit, but I do have the products, so let's talk about them. In the kit, you get 2 full sizes. One of them is the Traced Out Lip Liner in the shade Riri, and the second product is the cult favorite Gloss Bomb, but it comes in a new shade called Grape Splash. The gloss is good. I like it just fine. It's not mind-blowing though, although I do remember when this first came out, everybody was kind of losing their minds over it. I just don't think it has stood the test of time well. However, I am very much obsessed with the Traced Out lip liners. You have to scrub to get these off. They are so long lasting. They are waterproof. This was one of those products that just really snuck up on me because I didn't have any expectations whatsoever. And honestly, with lip liners that are sold in Sephora, I most of the time don't think they're worth the money. But wow, did this one blow me away. And contrary to what you might believe, you may think that it's really easy to blow me away since I am such a speck of dust. However, when it comes to judging makeup products, it's really difficult to blow me away, and this one did just that. In terms of the financial logistics, this retails for $24, but it is a $42 value. Now remember, the shades that I have in my hands are not the same shades that are sold in the kit. I just have these for demonstration purposes. I do think the shades in the kit are absolutely stunning. It seems to work for a variety of skin tones. I'm gonna rate this kit 5. All right, this next one is the Glow and Extra 2-piece lip set. This kit also comes with a Traced Out lip liner, but instead of the Gloss Bomb, it comes with a Gloss Bomb stick. Very happy to report that the shade of the Traced Out lip liner in the kit is the same shade that I have in my hands, and that is Extra Thigh. Mine is well loved, as you can see. I'm gonna swatch this for you. So ultra pigmented, and it is very difficult to smudge once it sets down. Like, you have to scrub to get it off. I wiped my finger with a baby wipe and it still kind of has remnants in my fingerprints. Okay, it's still kind of there. I just spent forever yapping about the freaking lip liner. Let's talk about the Gloss Bomb sticks. The shade that comes in the kit is Fenty Glow, and that one is more of like a beigey brown. Obviously, this one is different, but let's just talk solely about the formula. There is some of that shine there. It's very similar to the concept of like a Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip or the Hourglass Phantom Glossy Bombs. It looks like a lipstick or a lip balm, but when it touches the warmth from your lips, it kind of melts down into this really pretty glassy finish. I do like the amount of pigment that it has, but that's pretty much it. There are just other formulas that I would prefer over this one. However, the savings are great. $46 value, but the kit retails for $25, so just with the lip liner itself and the fact that it's 2 full sizes, she gets points for that. I'm gonna give her a 4. Number 3 in the Fenty lineup, only fitting that this is a trio. This is the Glossy Posse 3-piece lip luminizer set. You get 3 different gloss bombs in here, 2 of which are the stacks. These look like those sand layering things that we used to make as kids as art projects. These are limited edition shades, which is smart because why? Why would you buy these? I don't see the appeal, babes, but it's a $72 value for 45 bucks. So if this is up your alley, by all means, go ahead and spend your money. But for me, I will not be spending my money. I'm gonna be rating this a 1. All right, this next one is centered around, you guessed it, lips. This is the Chocolate Treats Lip Luminizer and Lip Oil Duo. You get a full-size gloss bomb and a full-size lip oil. It's a $47 value at $25. I actually have one of the shades in this kit with me. This is in the shade Hot Chocolate. It's a beautiful mauvey brown, and the shimmer in here kind of has that reflect to it, so it shifts between gold and pink. You guys already know that I like this formula, but I actually like the lip oil formula even better. Again, I have a different shade than the one that's sold in the kit. The one in the kit is Cacao Scent. But let's talk about the shine and the texture of this lip oil. It is the perfect lip oil texture in my opinion. It's not overly thick, but it's not super thin to where it rubs off of your lips really quickly. And also this applicator, I love me a little chubby chode applicator. It's nourishing, it's shiny, it's long lasting, and paired with the gloss bomb, I'm gonna give this kit a 4. We finally have a Fenty kit that's not centered around the lips, but there is still a lip product in here. This is Fenty's finest 3-piece set, and it includes one of the gloss bomb sticks, their mascara, and the diamond veil. The only full size in this kit is the gloss bomb stick. The shade is It Fussy? You guys already know how I feel about these, but regardless of that, I appreciate that it is a full size. Again, the other 2 are minis. However, I have a full size of the mascara. Usually in minis, the brush is still the same, so that is what the brush looks like. I'm indifferent about her, as I am with a lot of mascaras. However, the diamond veil, I think that she is absolutely stunning, gorgeous. She has that scattered light effect. I, for some reason, cannot find mine. It's been a while since I've last used her, but that one is in the shade How Many Carats, which to some people can be a little bit intimidating because it has more of a bright white shimmer. All 3 of these products have a $59 value, but the kit retails for $35. Pretty good savings. I'm gonna rate it a 3 though. I'm still pretty indifferent about this one. This last one is a mother load. It's the Gloss Bomb Vault. 10 full size, you guessed it, lip products. 2 of them are the gloss bomb sticks. The rest are a variety of the original gloss bombs. I have mixed feelings. I like the gloss bombs. They're good. You get 5 of the original gloss bombs, you get 5 shades of the original gloss bombs, 2 of the heats, and 1 of the ice. The shades of the original gloss bombs, it just seems like they took the ones that sold the least and put them in this vault. The Gloss Bomb Heat formulas can get pretty spicy, and the same could be said for the ice formula. This vault retails for $150. Granted, you do get a nice carrying case to put them all in. However, between the shade range and I don't know, just the fact that like it's so many, she's getting a 1. And she's only getting a 1 because the savings are really great, because if you were to buy all these separately, it'd be $238. Moving on, we're actually talking about a Huda Beauty kit. And fortunately, she only has 1 holiday kit, which is kind of surprising. However, it does come in 2 different colorways. These are the Makeout Sesh Lip Duos. You guys know I've never really been a fan of this brand, but this lip gloss, she's pretty dang good. So again, this specific kit comes in 2 different colorways. There is Rosy Bombshell and Peachy Nude. I have the faux filler jelly oil from Rosy Bombshell. These kits come with 2 full sizes. One of them is the lip contour stain, and then the other one is the faux filler lip gloss. I've heard a lot of things about the lip contour stains, and I just don't want to try them. I hear they dry out easily. You have to store them a certain way. I just don't want to have to jump through all these hoops to have a product work correctly. It should work correctly without me having to jump through all these hoops. Fenty Beauty makes amazing lip liner stains. Check that out. I hate how much I like you. I do. I'm sorry, but I do. This one is in the shade Bombshell, which is in the Rosy Bombshell kit. Fitting. Is $32 for this kit. If you were to buy them separately, it would be $46. While I do really like this lip gloss, I'm gonna give this kit a 2. All right, we are now venturing into Benefit Cosmetics territory. They also have a bunch of sets. If you have been here since the beginning, you'll know that I went on 2 of the Benefit brow searches. They have a special place in my heart. However, I feel like we have really started to lose the plot. Don't get me wrong, they still have so many bangers. You guys know I love the Benefit Professional down into the ground, and the new foundation is amazing. However, I'm gonna need them to like get in the lab and make more fire products and not be living in the past. You'll see what I mean. This is their Rolling with Benetint and Lip Oil Duo. For some reason, I cannot find my Benetint. I don't normally use it. However, I do like the product. I think she's very iconic. She's a cult favorite for a reason. The main reason why I don't reach for it as much is because it's a tint, and while she works really well, I don't normally put tints on my face because, again, I'm a full glam girly and I usually have like 1 to 2 layers of makeup on already. So it just kind of mixes in with the tint and it's just not pretty. Would much rather wear it on bare skin or on days where I'm like going to the beach or the pool and I don't have any complexion on. Now, with that being said, this kit comes with a full size of the Benetint and a full size of the Beneglaze, which I do believe is a new product. If it isn't new, it's new to me. I have not tried it. I think the selling point of this kit is supposed to be the fluffy dice bag that it comes with, and I'm not really seeing the connection there. I am aware of the origins of the Benetint though and why it was formulated. It was mainly and primarily made for the nips. I know Benefit has had some tie-ins with showgirls in the past, so I can kind of see the correlation there with the dice. It's just not hitting for me, so she's getting a 1. This next kit is called I Spy Beauty. She retails for $40, but it is a $74 value. You get 5 products in here. Technically 6, but one of them is like a palette with a duo. They're all minis, all cult favorites. Let's go through them right now. The palette has a bronzer and a blush shade. You guys probably know about Hula. She is a classic, definitely a cult classic, and she's paired with Willa, which is a nice pinky peachy shade. For the 4 minis, there is the 24-hour brow setter. You guys know I love this one. There's also the Bad Gal Bang mascara. I also love this one, and I was using this pretty recently for my everyday makeup. I don't know where my mascara is now, though. I try out so many products for a living. You guys know this. This is my full-time job, so I'm always switching between things, and for some reason, I can't find it, but I do really like that mascara. The 3rd mini is the Benefit Professional Primer. This one was a favorite back in the day. I was never a big fan of her, and now I feel like they're just clinging on for dear life to their OGs, and that's why Benetint is also in this kit. I do like the variety, but kits with all minis just kind of, I don't know, it's just not that appealing to me, so she's getting a 3. They also have a 24-day advent calendar with both makeup and skincare. For skincare, they have the Professional line. I have tried this. I've gone through one of the cleansing oils. I liked it enough. The mask is okay. The cleanser is okay. The moisturizer is not my favorite, but what is one of my favorites is the Benefit Professional. You guys already know there's a sample size of this in here. Very important to know that these aren't travel sizes, they're sample sizes. So the travel size of this is going to look very different than the sample that is in this advent calendar. For brows, you do get a full size of the 24-hour brow setter. I'm not gonna talk about this again. You guys know I love it. And you also get sample sizes of the Fluff Up Brow Wax and the Gimme Brow. I like the Gimme Brow enough. The Fluff Up Brow Wax is not my favorite. Again, I would prefer this one. Get 5 different mascaras, a full size of the Bad Gal Bang. Again, you know I like that one a lot. You also get Their Real, Roller Lash, Fan Fest, and Bounce. I have tried 3 of those. I only have not tried the Bounce mascara. Again, you get a Benetint. You also get minis of some of their complexion products. These are not minis, these are the full sizes. Of course, you get a Hula in there. It cannot be a Benefit holiday kit if it did not have Hula. Shelly and Krista are also in there along with Willa. For some reason, I don't have Willa. I don't know where she went in my collection. And then there's also Dandelion, which is a highlight shade. Also get a Do La La sample, which is, I believe, one of their hydrating primers, as well as some skincare tools. You get a branded scrunchie, some reusable toner pads, and some eye masks, I believe. This is supposed to be a $292 value, which personally, I don't think it's worth that much to begin with, but the retail price of this full advent calendar is $149. I would not pay that much for this kit, and I don't recommend it, so she's getting a 1. But we're veering into the gift sets that I would recommend from Benefit, so let's talk about that. There is the Bad Gal Bang Duo. You get a full size and a mini in this duo. I absolutely love the wand on this mascara. You've probably deduced by now, but I very much prefer something skinty, a little speck of dust, no waste wand. Don't let the fake lashes fool you, okay? I have stubborn, stick straight, Asian lashes that are hard to keep a curl and hard to lengthen. So I have to be very picky when it comes to the formulas of my mascaras and the wands that these mascaras use. $32, $43 value. The savings aren't amazing, but they're there, and I'm still giving her a 5. Next up is the Ring Around a Brow Trio. This comes in 5 different shades depending on what your hair color is, and honestly, I might pick one of these up because I'm really interested in one of these products. There is the My Brow Detailer in here. Why have I not heard anything about this product? I love the Precisely My Brow, but a Precisely My Brow Detailer? Hello? And it's a full size along with the original Precisely My Brow. The 24-hour brow setter is a mini, but you guys know I love that one, so it's fine. $68 value for $36. I'm not kidding, I'm gonna get one of these. 5. All right, this next one contains 2 minis. It's called the What's That Lash Duo. The Roller Lash and the Bad Gal Bang. I really love both of these. You can use them separately, you can layer them together, whatever floats your boat. These two are really great specifically for separating and lengthening. I have a total of 3 eyelashes, so I need help in the separating department. $22, $32 value. It's not the worst thing in the world, but the fact that they're both minis, I don't know, I just wish one of them was full size, maybe. Tossing some ideas around. She's getting a 4, and the last Benefit holiday set, the Talk Beauty to Me Benetint and They're Real Mascara Duo. The They're Real mascara from Benefit is honestly, out of all of their mascaras, my least liked. I found this formula to be more volumizing, and volumizing mascaras on my lashes tend to just make them droop. Now, both of the products are full size, which I can appreciate, but of course that drives up the cost a little bit. This one's $32 for a $55 value. Still a good deal. If you like both of these products, definitely stock up, but for me, it's gonna be a 3. Next up is Tarte, and while I'm not the biggest Tarte fan, even I cannot deny the amount of savings that these holiday kits give their consumers. It's absolutely outrageous. Let's start off with the Tarte Kindness Cafe Collector Set. Retails for $59, but the value is $170. Personally, I really like this concept. Essentially, there are 2 sets of each product, and while they might not be the same product for each set, it's still something similar. It's basically a 2-in-1, so you can split them and gift it to 2 different people, or you can keep one and gift it to another person. This one has a lot of details, so I'm reading off of my laptop. In the first set, it has the Tartelette Amazonian Clay Palette in Hot Cocoa, the Too Big Mascara, which I do like, the Maracuja Lip Plump. The shade is called Hot Cocoa, but it's a berry pink. But important to note that this little bundle within this set is called the Hot Cocoa set, which I guess that's why it's named after hot cocoa, but it's a berry pink. The other one, it's creme brulee scented, so that contains an Amazonian clay palette in creme brulee, the Lights Camera Lashes mascara, and a Maracuja Juicy Lip Balm in creme brulee. I've tried the Juicy Lips, I've tried the tubing mascara, and while I have not tried these specific Amazonian clay palettes, I have tried their eyeshadow formula. It's pretty good. Are these products anything revolutionary? No. However, for the way that it's formatted and for the price and the fact that all of these are full sizes, she's getting a 5. I know that Tarte isn't like the most popular brand right now, and they were under a lot of heat within the last few years for their influencer trips and their lack of diversity. However, I know that a lot of people still rally for them. Personally, I'm not one of them, but I'm also not going to exclude them from this video series. The next 2 are going to be centered around the lips. The first one is the Sweet Indulgences Maracuja Juicy Lip Vault. Again, the value here is insane because you get 5 full-size products for the price of 2. You get an original Juicy Lip Balm, a Juicy Lip Plump, a Juicy Lip Plump Shimmer. I don't like those. A lip plumping oil and a lip mask. Even though I'm indifferent about the Juicy Lip and I really hate the shimmers, I can't deny the value here. This one gets a 4. This next one is called the Little Lip Treats Trio. It's giving Little Sebastian. 3 minis and 3 different iterations of their cult favorite Maracuja Juicy Lips. There's the Lip Plump, Lip Plumping Oil, and a lip mask. Apparently all 3 of these are new shades, so they're exclusive to this kit. If you are a lover of all things Tarte and Maracuja Juicy Lip, then by all means, have at it. It is $25, but it's a $45 value. This one's getting a 3. This next one is centered all around cheeks, but also lips because this product is multi-use. It's called the Cheek Souffle Maracuja Juicy Blush and Lip Multi-Stick Trio. I'm gonna need these brands to give easier names to their kits. Like I said, this is a multi-use product and there are 3 different shades in here: Flamingo, Cozy, and Latte. It's a hot pink, strawberry, and peachy beige, and you're basically getting one for free. $35 for $54 worth of product. Personally, I'm kind of whatever about these. I'm rating it a 2. This next one though, it's the Tarte Lip Tubing Must-Haves Vault. You get 4 full-size products. Comes with their tubing lash primer, tubing mascara, the XL tubing mascara, and an eye highlight, which is more like an eyeliner. All these come in a pouch, and I gotta say, again, the value of this is insane. You're basically getting 2 free mascaras. You guys know I'm a tubing mascara stan, so this gets a 4. That is it for Tarte, but let's move on to Urban Decay. They only have 1 holiday set, and I actually was debating on putting it in this video because when you go to click the product display page on Sephora.com, it says, sorry, this link doesn't exist, but I can see it on the overall page with, you know, a brand's whole inventory of product. I think they might be waiting until a specific date to release the page, but there's a glitch on the website somehow. Anyways, I'm still gonna put it in this video because it's still a holiday set and it's there for a reason. I can't imagine that they not sell it, and who knows, maybe it's already in stores. I haven't been to Sephora lately, so I would not know. It's the Mini All-Nighter Setting Spray Duo Set. Have you guys seen all the drama between Urban Decay and Scandinavia? I'm gonna do a quick rundown for those who aren't in the know. Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray, fan favorite, has been loved for years. I didn't know this until recently, but the All-Nighter Setting Spray is actually Scandinavia's formula, but they just slapped the Urban Decay logo on it. And yes, it's credited as Scandinavia's formula, like it's on the bottle, but apparently that partnership has been cut off recently, and now the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray formula is different, but Scandinavia still sells the original formula on their website. I have thoughts and feelings. I agree that it can be heartbreaking once a partnership of such a long nature is cut off, and nobody will know what went down behind the scenes between these 2 brands. However, Urban Decay has just kind of announced that they ended the partnership and they just went about their merry way. Scandinavia is definitely still stuck in the past, and they're throwing some major shade on social media to the point where I had to unfollow them because I was thinking that it was getting really childish. It's been weeks, if not months, and they're still talking about it on social media, and Urban Decay has not said anything after making a statement. Anyways, let me know which side you're on. I have never been an all-nighter stan like that, so I don't have super strong feelings about this news. I've yet to try the new formula, although they did send it to me in PR, so let me know if I should try it out. But back to the holiday kits. This kit comes with 2 minis of their all-nighter setting spray. I believe this is a kit that they always release during the holiday season. $25 for 2 minis. It's a $36 value. Again, I was never a huge fan of the all-nighter setting spray, so I don't really feel compelled to buy this one. Just getting a 1, maybe a 2. We are down to the last brand of this video. It's Too Faced. There are 4 holiday sets. The Kissing Jelly Twice Upon a Time Lip Oil Gloss Duo Makeup Gift Set. Once again, I'm asking all the brands to make the names easier, please, I'm begging. What did you get me? You shouldn't have a Kissing Jelly Twice Upon a Time Lip Oil Gloss Duo Makeup Gift Set? That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, I'm done bitching and moaning. This one contains 2 of the Kissing Jelly lip oils. It's $29, it's a $44 value. The shades are Blue Snow Cone and Bubblegum. Not shades that are up my alley, but these are lip oils, so they're not going to be as pigmented. Both of them are full sizes though, so 3. This next one, Cloud Crush Whipped Lip and Cheek Duo Makeup Gift Set. I recently tried these out, and gonna be honest, I was not expecting to love it as much as I do. I fully thought that these were gonna be such a flop, but they have this really nice whipped texture. The applicator is great. And once you blend it out, it dries into this powdery matte finish that's not drying. I recently tried this out on camera for the first time. I'm gonna link that video down below in case any of you guys are curious, but long story short, I thought these were gonna be horrific. They're amazing. Unfortunately, this is not one of the shades that comes in the kit. It comes with two different ones, Super Candy Cloud and Bed of Roses. If these shades are up your alley, definitely pick this kit up. Of course, you're gonna get some savings, but the amount is not that grand. $42 for 2 full-size blushes, and the value is $56. But despite that, she's still getting a 4 because the formula is just so good. Cannot say the same for this next one though. You guys know I have a long journey of beef with this mascara. This is the Lashes Ever After Better Than Sex Mascara Duo. If you are someone that likes this mascara, then by all means get this set. It's 2 full sizes for $39. $58 value in case you were curious. However, for moi, the wand sucks. It smudges everywhere. It flakes. This had such a cult following, and I feel like one may think it's a trend to hate on this mascara now, but I've always been an OG hater. She gets a 1, and so does her sister, which is this next set. This is the Foreplay and Better Than Sex Primer and Mascara Duo. Again, this is 2 full sizes, but this one, instead of $39, is $42, but the value is a little bit higher at $59, so get it away from me. It's a 1. Or a 0, who knows? Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really freaking tired. I've been yapping for hours about these holiday gift sets, but I know it's all going to be worth it because I know that somebody is going to find this series helpful. Please stay tuned for the next installment. If you guys enjoyed this one, plenty more to come. To give a little teaser on video 2, we're gonna be going over brands that are more in the clean beauty category. Yes, I know I said that. I think it's just marketing, but I equate all of these brands kind of together in my mind. Kosas, Tower 28, Merit, Say, and a bunch of other brands are going to be talked about in the next part, so make sure you like and subscribe. There is still so much to come despite me yapping for so long in this video, so make sure you stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, all that good, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!